if you're going to make a dream catcher, you need your ring. In this case, I have naturally covered wire, and you need your sinew. Now, sinew is very different than an ordinary string, and when you pull it off your roll, it's kind of thick. So you split the sinew. Often you can get 4 pieces. I've already split this once, so I'm going to split it again, and it splits down and makes a nice fine piece of threading to work with. Now, the sinew, you're going to take one end and you're going to tie it to your ring. I like to make different shapes and sizes. You can make it very, very circular, or you can make it oval depending on how you pull it. And this is just a fun size. You can make them bigger or smaller. So you take your sinew and you tie a double knot right at the top by your handle. I always make my end into a handle so that it makes it easier. If you're using a metal ring or a ring from inside something recycled and it doesn't have a handle, you can make a handle later using your string or sinew, or using scrap leather or suede pieces to, or ribbon to make your handle so that you have something to hang it from, your hanger. Now that I have my sinew attached to my ring, I'm going to pull it to the inside, and what I mean is closest to you. So you're going to be looking at me and I'm going to be opposite, but my string is, or my sinew is going to come closest to me. And then I'm going to make a loop on the front side, or the side closest to me, and then I'm going to go over the ring with the tail, under the ring with the tail, and through that loop. And then you're going to pull it through. And then you tighten it and you get this nice little straight line there of string to make your first stitch of your Dreamcatcher web. Again, loop in the front, over the ring, under the ring, and through the loop. And you're going to continue that process, and you want your spacing to be about 1 inch, not too much more. The tighter it is, the harder it is, so 1 inch is a nice amount. If you're working with young children, you might do 1.5 inches because it makes it go faster. So over the ring, under the ring, and through the loop, and you repeat that process until you make it all the way around your Dreamcatcher. Now, anytime you're doing a craft project, as I tell all the children I've worked with doing this, and I've worked with people as young as 4 and as young at heart as elders in their 90s, the first round is always the hardest round. So again, just so that you're clear, you make a loop with your hand so that's kind of on the side toward you. See that big loop right there? That's what you're doing. And then you're taking the tail and you're going over your ring, under your ring, and inside that loop, and then pulling that tail all the way through. Now, we're almost to the end here. We're going to just attach from one side to the other side right where you started your first knot. So you're going to go over the ring, under the ring, and through the loop, right back to where you started. Now, tricky part, round 2. It's the exact same stitch, except for instead of going over the ring, you're now going to go over your first stitch. And I'm going to show you a trick that I do to make it easier. Now, remember when you taught someone how to tie their shoes, you told them to make a bunny ear? I find that if you make a bunny ear, it makes it easier and you use it kind of as your needle. You go make your bunny ear. You still have a loop here. See my pinky? My pinky is holding that first loop that we need. So over the string, under the string, under the string, over the string, and through the loop. And now I'm going to use that bunny ear to pull my tail through. Again, bunny ears, under, over, and through the loop. And then give it a tug. Sometimes people forget to give it a little tug and then it gets really loose. So if you give it a little tug, you'll have a nice little triangle there. So we're back at the beginning again, and you'll see right here, that's that half stitch. You want to make sure you get in that one. That one's a tricky one. So you still do the same stitch under, over, and through the loop, but you have to kind of pull that one a little bit to get it going. And then I'm going to start putting beads on and show you how that looks when you put a bead on as you do each stitch.
Thanks for watching. This podcast series is presented by Tomaclog Museum. Visit our website at www.tamaqua.museum.org. Tamaqua Arts programs are sponsored by Amica Insurance. Auto, Home, Life, Amica. Video produced by Lydia Rogers. Editing by Michael Johnson. Music presented by Eagle and Hawk. www.eagleandhawk.com. Support this and other great podcast content at our Patreon page, www.patreon.com/artways.